When I first heard the diagnosis of Parkinson's, it was like a blow to the head.
When they tell you you have Parkinson's and they tell you it's a progressive disease, degenerative disease with no cure, that is really a scary thing.
Scared of not knowing the disease and not knowing what the future laid out for us.
When my mom was first diagnosed, of course, we were all upset. Of course, there were tears, but I think we were all relieved to know what it was.
You're almost glad to have a diagnosis, but you're not glad it's Parkinson's.
I know when I got Parkinson's, I feared the worst. I was mad, and now I'm determined that there's worse things in life, and I'll make the best of what I've got.
And we had to figure out how to live with Parkinson's.
Most people think Parkinson's is just a tremor, and that's actually how Al first started, was with a tremor. But really, there's so much more that's going on also.
If you have trouble with your gait, you're not stable, you're apt to fall. I think it just robs you of feeling safe and being able to do what you've always done.
As his disease has progressed, we've seen other symptoms, the slow speech, difficulty swallowing, difficulty with balance.
There is a whole host of symptoms, and someone may get A, C, D, and then X, or they could get X, Z, and M. You just don't know.
And one thing that you might want to know is that it makes it hard for people with Parkinson's to talk.
Like I have the voice business of speaking softly.
People think that Parkinson's is also mental. You're not the same person mentally. Well, by God, I am the same person mentally, and I'll show you that. Physically, I got some issues, but I'm working on. But mentally, it didn't impacted me at all.
My mom said the other day, someone came up to her and was like, "Hi, Lisa, it's so-and-so." And she's like, "I know." that they're still firing 100% in their brains, and they're all there. It just may not show on the outside.
The flatness of his expressions, his facial expressions. I couldn't tell if he was upset with me or if he was unhappy because he didn't smile as much. And I missed that smile.
And that's one I don't mind when she corrects me on that one. That's one I don't mind. Sometimes when she says, stand up straight, God, I'm tired, but when she says smile, she deserves a smile.
When we found Neuro Challenge, we started going in, and there was a whole room full of people, all just like Al.
With them, we have guidance, we have education, we have support. We don't have to do this alone.
What I love most about Neuro Challenge is the care advisors. They're so knowledgeable and so compassionate and truly are there to offer help.
What Neuro Challenge does on a free basis, from an education standpoint, facilitation standpoint, etc., for not just the Parkinson's patient, but for the caregivers, is beyond comprehension.
And so whenever you're feeling like you need some help or you don't know where to turn or what should I do in this situation, they're there and they always have an answer, which I think is pretty incredible.
The Neuro Challenge is going to be a lot back. It's going to be a sense of being able to take care of myself. I can't do that, but I need a little help.
Neuro Challenge means that there's someone out there that can help us. It's a disease that has so many facets to it, and who knew caregiving was going to be so difficult?
So when you can talk to others that have been there and maybe give you a few ideas and tips, it's like walking out with a new friend.
The support staff isn't just the two of us anymore. We're a whole family of Parkinson's people.
There's nothing like this anywhere. This family of support and education about living with Parkinson's.
Neuro Challenge has made a huge impact in the lives of people living with Parkinson's disease and their caregivers and their families, and that includes making a huge difference in my family's life.
Neuro Challenge has given me a much better and more positive future than what I really thought I would have when I first was diagnosed with Parkinson's.
To me, Neuro Challenge is the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
I've been blessed with the way my husband and my children have supported me through all this, but Neuro Challenge is just right. It's not even a number 2 under number 1 people supporting me. They're like 1.5.
I don't know what I'd do without them. I really don't.
Without Neuro Challenge, you'd feel so alone and frightened. But knowing that you can just pick up a phone and talk through these issues with somebody that's very knowledgeable, I mean, that is a lifesaver.
When I look at my mom, I see this gorgeous woman with strength and determination that goes beyond anyone else I know.
When I look at Chuck, I see the man the vibrant man.
My nickname is the Rhino. Head down, going forward. In the right direction, get the heck out of the way, because I'm coming.
I got my wife, she's my whole life.
When I look at him, I still see the same man that I married 45 years ago. He's still in there. He may have a tremor, he may have some balance issues, but he's still the man I love. Right?